Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another week of Straight Up Drag. I'm
Hi,
Nick.
I'm Joe. I'm straight.
And I'm not. So let's talk about this week. I was so excited for this week because it's probably the closest recognition we'll ever get to Staten Island on the show. It was Staten Island adjacent. This week of All Stars 4, the main challenge was Jersey Justice. All the queens had to do their best Jersey accent for the Queen of Jersey, Michelle Visage. What do we think?
I didn't like it very much. I'll be real with you. In general,
I think it had good potential, and I think that there were good people. The only issue with it is out of the three teams, only one team had two good people on their team.
yeah. I also genuinely think most of them had no idea like what the Jersey Shore was or how to do a proper parody of it. So like, I just don't think the task was very good.
I think some of them went for more like the gay Jersey shows, like Jerseylicious and that.
Right.
And then some of them just went for like mobster. Like Trinity went for full on like mob life. So let's break down the teams. This was the first week that they didn't pick the teams. Like it wasn't two people picking, it was just choices. So were you shocked about any of the pairings at all?
What do you mean? Like they picked them themselves?
Like yeah, they just had to decide amongst yourselves.
How did Trinity end up with Valentina?
They're friends because they were from the same season.
That didn't make any sense to me.
No, you know what didn't make sense to me? That Manila didn't go with Latrice.
Actually, good point.
Yeah.
Both of those things don't make sense to me.
I think Naomi, because she said that she like looks up to Manila, I think she just grabbed her. But also,
I think that, and I think truthfully that Manila knew deep down that Latrice was having a rough season. And I think Manila, in a way, was trying to save her own behind. Because Naomi had a solid comedy week last week. So I think Manila was like, you know what?
because she does play the game.
I'm in it for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was saying the drama before. I knew there was drama before. So, backtracking a little bit, when they come in from the elimination, they're giving Manila shade, flack, whatever, about playing the game. How do you feel about that?
We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
And I was torn then and I'm torn now. Because, like, part of me wants to be like, you should always eliminate whoever deserves to go home. And, like, that's the way a game should be played in, like, a perfect world. And the other part of me is like, this isn't a perfect world. And if you want to win, like, it's not like she's cheating.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, if she's doing something within the bounds of the game that she thinks will make her win, that just makes it sound like she's a strong competitor. If you don't like it, that's fair.
Exactly.
But
and like she said, nobody gave them a rule book on how to make their decisions for it. It's up to them.
Yeah.
And
I agree, yeah.
I also appreciated what Valentina said in the confessionals. She's like, I guess I should be grateful to Manila, but this mind game stuff, like, I'm not with it. So I appreciated that. All right.
Valentina scares me.
Valentina this week scared me. She went full on cuckoo. But let's go back to the teams. Let's talk about them. So we talked about Manila. I think you're right. I think it's a mix of Naomi wanting to work with her idol.
And her being like, oh, you want to work with me? Fine.
And Manila playing the game. Which, no shame in playing the game.
No.
Like, and she's honest about it, which I appreciate.
Yeah, it's not like she's hiding it. Like, she's really not playing mind games. Because she's saying out loud, she's like, I'm going to try to eliminate people who are strong. And people are like, don't.
Exactly.
I can, so...
Yeah.
Shut up.
And then Valentina and Trinity. I was so shocked about this pairing. Not because I was shocked about how they did. I thought Trinity was gonna knock it out of the park because she's a comedy queen. Like she's a pageant queen, but she's comedy.
Which was terrible.
And Valentina was funny. And like in the workroom when they were working on.
Valentina also had the best look.
Yeah.
Out of the actual contest, the game.
Yeah, I think so. I think she really looked like a hot Jersey mess. Like,
yeah.
I loved it. And the accent was the best out of all of them.
I guess.
Whose do you think was the best?
None. I just think they were all bad.
But out of all of them, she had the best accent.
Yeah, probably.
But Valentina went off the deep end this week. Like, between her breakdown in the confessional and she's like, I'm just really hard on myself and get all confused. And then we'll talk about it more in depth later, but her tantrum in the workroom after the deliberations.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with her.
So we'll talk about that, but let's go to the three-person team. What do we think about? Did they overpower each other? What was going on with Latrice?
I don't know what was going on with Latrice, but there was nothing there. Like, I liked Latrice the whole time because I like Latrice as like a person. Like, she seems like a cool person and a cool personality. But performance-wise, she has done nothing spectacular yet.
Yeah, except for the first week.
Right. But even then, it wasn't like, wow. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, it was good, but she hasn't done anything that's like, holy crap, she deserves to be here.
You know what I feel like Latrice's downfall was this week? And she kind of said it in the challenge. I think she has too much respect for the other queens in the sense that she's trying to be too fair. She doesn't realize it's competition. Because she even said when she was quiet the whole time and then she started saying her piece during the challenge, she said like in character, but she was like, I let you talk, now it's my turn.
Yeah, she thinks it's like a fair back and forth.
And it's not.
She expects the same respect that she gives out, but like no one asked her to do that.
But I definitely do think that Monique and Monet completely overpowered her.
Monique did.
I think Monet did too when she came in.
I thought Monet was flat too.
I thought the accent was good. I thought the look was good. I think she was trying to tell too much of the story.
I don't think Monet was acting.
Yeah, true. It was Monet.
And one of the judges said that.
Michelle said it.
They were like, you were just Monet.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I agree. Like
Monet without a corset.
Monique did good.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Monique.
But she did good this week.
She did good this week.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I was surprised. I was very surprised by her and Valentina, who normally aren't very funny, but they both were probably the two best this week.
So let's talk about now the main stage, the runway. Hips and pads. What do we think of the concept?
I don't know.
Curves and swerves.
It's fine, I guess.
I don't think it's necessarily a fair runway because there are some people that are more naturally curves and swerves.
But maybe that's the point. Like, don't they do like fake curves as part of drag? So like maybe it's to see who could do that the best. I don't know. I mean, like these themes are kind of like.
I think there have just been better themes in the past.
I think they're running out of ideas.
I think so too.
But like, it was fine. I thought a few of them looked really good.
You know who looked amazing for another week?
Who?
Rue.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on with Rue this season, but like.
He's an all-star, baby.
He's feeling his all-star fantasy this season because this look this week, and you saw how he walked down the runway, he pranced. He was feeling himself in those boots.
Yeah.
He's doing the darker wigs again. That train. Oh my god.
I liked this week. I really liked Manila's look.
Yeah, that was really
I
cool.
thought it was solid. I liked Trinity's look.
That was cool.
It was
yeah.
a lot, but it looked cool.
It did. I like the pattern with it.
And I'm going to be so real with you, I can't remember any other ones.
Okay, I really liked Naomi's look. She had the housewife look with the burnt pie.
And like the bob.
Yeah.
Bob. I don't know what that's called. Like the Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
that did
a
look
lot.
good. That did look good.
I
I like that.
I liked Monet's look. I thought it was funny. It was the Kim K. She had the cup on her ass.
It was funny, but it wasn't on par with the rest.
No, but it was campy. I liked it. Monique, I am sorry. I am over the brown cow.
Oh my god. I was over it the first time I heard it. I was sick
cute,
and
but
tired.
I'm over it. I think my top look of the week was probably Naomi, and honestly kind of controversial, but my bottom look of the week was Valentina. It was a cool concept, but I did not
What was
like
it again?
It was the deconstructed dress, like you saw.
Oh, I hated it.
Yeah.
I'll be real.
It was a cool concept, and she was going based off some designer from 2015. Their fashion line was like that, but it just didn't look right.
I liked the story behind
Yeah.
it. That it was like a drag in process.
Yeah.
Like in
A dragon.
I don't know, but like it was being built.
Yeah.
I liked the concept, but like it just looked weird.
It needed to be more exaggerated. Like the pads that were there were very tiny, and I feel like if it's a padded challenge and you want to have exposed pads, you should do like exposed, exaggerated, you know? Because she
Yeah.
still wasn't like swerves and curves.
Yeah, she just kind of looked like a broken doll.
Yeah.
I wasn't too into it, but you're right though. Naomi's look was good. I just forgot.
Yeah, and for her, she was padded.
Yeah.
Because she had that hourglass shape. I thought she looked like a pinup. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, that was a solid look.
What do you think about the tops and the bottoms of the week? Do you agree? Who's your top? Who's your
Remind me.
bottom?
My top would be, I guess, Valentina. I really was not blown away by
By
anyone.
this week in general.
Yeah, I'll be real with you. Like, like Trinity always says, where are the jokes? I didn't feel like most of them were making many jokes.
I think they got too caught up in the accent.
Yeah, I think so many of them were trying so hard to be a Jersey parody that they forgot to act
I agree.
funny. Like, they were just like, if I go out there and I talk in a Jersey accent, it'll be funny. And it's like, no, like you need, like the
Sure.
funniest one was the poodle one.
Yeah.
Just because they had a funny concept behind their accents.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones were what?
The other ones were the cake,
The cake was not that funny.
and then
I think it was a reference to the note on Jersey Shore.
it
right?
was.
But like it wasn't that great.
Yeah, no, and then Snooki.
It almost felt like they didn't understand their own reference to the note.
I don't think they did. I
Right.
don't think because when they to go back when Monet brought up GTL in the workroom and was
Yeah,
like,
and everyone was like-
none of them knew what they were
No.
talking about.
I don't think they understood their own like note.
Yeah,
I just don't think the challenge was conducive to this environment.
it sucks because it's such a good challenge.
Right,
Like,
it's funny.
It had so much potential, but it had the wrong cast.
Right, I don't think any of them really got what they were
Like-
supposed to be doing.
I want to show you the cast from All Stars 2 because I think this challenge with the All Stars 2 cast would have been phenomenal.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I guess my top would be like
Based off performance and look.
Monique and Valentina.
That would be your top two? Who would be your bottom?
I guess, and also Manila was good.
Mm-hmm.
And who was Manila with again?
Manila was with Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi wasn't as good as she was last week, in my
Okay.
opinion. My bottom, it's got to be Latrice
Yeah.
and Trinity, man. Trinity, I was not feeling it.
I had an issue with Latrice's look too, because Latrice's look was a typical Latrice gown. She didn't I get she's curvy already, but she didn't exaggerate her padding at all. She said she corseted, which okay you could see, but she didn't exaggerate it. And also, if you notice when she was walking down the runway, there was an issue going on with her top that I guess she didn't fill her her boobs enough or whatever, but the top kept on flapping down and getting tucked in the bra while she was walking. So it just I know I'm nitpicking, but it made it look weird. It did.
Yeah, and Latrice's look in the competition was also weird.
That wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't a. She had the fur, but that wasn't really a Jersey.
It wasn't
look to me.
Jersey.
Yeah,
it was just kind of
trashy.
Rich older lady who's trashy look. It wasn't Jersey. You look at Valentina and you're like, this is the Jersey Shore parody.
Yeah,
I looked at Latrice and I was like, I don't see it.
Even you look at Trinity, and it was even though she wasn't that funny, it was still a typical Jersey.
It was
mom wife look. Yeah, I think my tops of the week were Naomi because I just think she was so funny. She played a character that was so different from what she normally plays. She went ugly. She got the deep voice.
Naomi was funny.
Yeah.
To me, she just wasn't a top.
I think she was one of the funnier ones in the challenge, and I think she had one of the best looks. So for me, I'd put her in the top.
Fair. I don't think she was bad. I think she didn't live up to what she showed us last week.
Yeah.
But she was just okay.
Even though she didn't live up to what she showed us last week, I think out of everyone, she still was on the upper end. Yeah. And then even though I didn't love Valentina's look, I still think performance-wise she deserves to be in the top. So my top two would have been Valentina and Naomi, and then my bottom two would have been Latrice because she just didn't bring it this week. She phoned it in, and honestly, Trinity.
Yeah,
I think Trinity really fumbled. I think she had a brain freeze in the beginning of her challenge.
She did,
and she didn't recover.
And I think her character was just rude. And don't get me wrong, Jersey Shore characters are rude.
Yeah.
But there's more than just cursing at people to get that character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She was trying to play a specific character and it was very one-dimensional. She was playing Ma Wife.
Play Ma Wife and just calling people curse words.
Yeah.
Which is not all that there is to a Jersey Shore character.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that you could play there.
Mm-hmm. So we get into the deliberation, we get into the workroom. Emotions are high. I feel so bad for Manila and Latrice because Latrice really...
Look, man, alright.
Okay, here's my thing. Latrice has an amazing career and track record. But when you go in that workroom, that goes out the window. And it's week to week. And she just week to week didn't bring it.
Monique said it the best. She was like, why am I going to save someone who everyone likes but only has C's?
Exactly.
Latrice hasn't been the worst.
Yeah.
Until this week. has not been the worst in any challenge.
But she's been
But
middle
also
ground.
hasn't been the best in
Yeah.
any challenge. She was pretty good week 1, and otherwise she was mediocre.
And I love her. I love her.
I love her as a person. I think she's awesome. I would
Mhm.
go see Latrice in a show tomorrow.
100%.
Awesome person.
But she just didn't
But
turn
as
it.
far as this competition, all else is irrelevant.
Mhm.
And in this competition, you're not bringing it for me. So I get it. I
Yeah.
get the C's, man.
Now, a big moment I want to talk about in the deliberation when they're back in the workroom. Valentina's temper tantrum.
How did I miss this?
You do not remember this?
No.
They're
In
all.
all fairness, I have a cold right now, and I watched this last night in like a dizzy NyQuil haze, so I'm a little off.
Okay, fair. So they're all talking, and they're about to go, like, talk to the tops are about to go talk to the bottoms.
Yeah.
And then Valentina goes, "Ladies, I need to say something. My blood is boiling. I am enraged. That judge with the bun and the gold.
Oh, I remember.
How dare she not understand?" And then I think it was Monique that was like, "You're safe. Sit down."
Yeah,
I
like-
think it was Monique that said
I
that.
do remember that. Who was the judge? One of them was Lenny Kravitz's daughter, right?
Yeah, but the other judge, I forget her name, but she's a comedian. Like, I've definitely seen her work. I just forget her name, but she didn't like Valentina's look.
Right.
And Valentina, she was like, "I don't appreciate the non-constructive criticism."
Yeah. I mean, on the one hand, I get it. Non-constructive criticism is an objectively stupid thing, right?
It says
There's no
you're
point
safe.
to criticize someone if you don't have a constructive comment to give them. But also, you're safe. You did fine this week. Shut up. Maybe.
Exactly. Like, it. Don't take the attention away. Like, they even the Drag Race Twitter, like, put the gif of her like that and was like, "Oh, my favorite telenovela." Like, it's true, because it
It's true.
is.
Yeah.
Like, she makes good TV. She's
She just wanted drama.
Crazy.
But like, I don't know. That's the reason I don't like. That's the reason I can't like Valentina like completely, because that stuff annoys me. Like, I originally didn't like her because I felt like she was one-dimensional. Now I've seen her do some funny stuff. I've seen her looks are actually probably the best looks across the
Yeah.
board of the show, the most variety. But I cannot stand this drama. Like, it annoys me.
She makes good TV.
It bothers me so much, especially with Gia gone.
Yeah.
Like, oh god,
No, she's just your next one. on
she's
the
just
radar.
shining.
You know what bothers me?
What?
This lip sync. I need to talk about this lip sync. It was the
Wait, do we
same.
need to talk about this deliberation anymore?
Oh, they cried. They're both gonna save their friends. Like, they both decided. That's the thing. It was two sets of friends in the top and bottom, and they both agreed
Who was
that they
it?
were gonna save their friends. Monet.
Yeah.
Monique was gonna save Monet, hands down, and Manila was gonna save Latrice, hands down. Like, that's just it.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot to say there.
But I need to talk about this lip sync because it's the same thing I said last week. Manila was crying in Latrice's shoulder and was like, "I'm gonna tear the roof off this place to save you." What was that? She phoned it in.
I remember watching it last night and being like, "You're not doing anything." right
She's
now."
literally not. She was walking around the stage. It's the same thing that Trinity did last week. She was walking around stage, and Monique killed it.
Monique was.
First of all,
There was maybe 30 seconds where I thought Manila was gonna make a comeback. There was there was one part where Manila started to move a little more, and I was like, "Okay, she had something planned." And then she went back to walking, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
literally just walked. But the one thing I'm so proud of Monique, her wig stayed on.
Yeah.
The whole week. Even when
Monique
they-
is grown.
even in the competition, in the challenge, when they slapped her in the face with cake, her wig stayed on. This lip sync, Tina Turner shaking her head,
And she learned her lesson.
it stayed on. Cause
Monique deserved the win.
I saw a tweet that was so funny because they panned in Rue's face and he had a really intense look, and they were like, Rue thinking he's gonna beat Monique's ass if that wig comes off one more time.
I really thought that was the only way Latrice was going to be saved.
Is
Because
it-
if that wig came off, they were not giving him a win.
No, they
Her
would
win.
not. They would not. But I was so proud of her. She turned it. She looked like Tina Turner, first of all. Looked like it. In the review show, I thought it was so true. I need to bring this up. It was Kimchi and Trixie, and they said that Manila looked like an Asian David Bowie.
That's funny.
But it's just like, Manila, what if that's your best friend? And Manila lost the lip sync in All Stars 1 that sent the two of them home too. If this is your redemption and your best friend and you're telling her that you're gonna tear the roof off this place.
And I know for a fact you can do better than that because you did better than that last week.
Yeah, no. I wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
So I think Monique definitely deserved to win.
And I also think Monique's reasoning for saving her friend made sense.
Yeah.
Like, Manila was like, I'm going to save my friend because I didn't save her last time. And Monique was like, Monet has had at least one A+, and a lot of, I'd say, B's.
Mm-hmm.
And this 1 week maybe was a little bit weak.
Yeah.
Whereas Latrice has been C's across the board and maybe a B.
Yeah.
So it's like...
I agree.
Yeah, it made sense why Monique picked who Monique did.
Alright, so let's talk about next week's predictions. Now that we said, I think it's fair that Latrice went home. I do.
Yeah, I do.
This is the first week that I completely agree. I have no other opinions, you know?
Yeah.
But I want to talk about next week because next week's going to be drama.
Why?
All Stars rules are suspended.
What does that mean?
We don't know. But the queens aren't sending the queens home next week.
Who's sending them home? The judges?
All we know is Rue said that All Stars rules are suspended next week.
Oh no.
So I have two theories. I think either it's the Maxi Challenge is so bad that they do a lip sync for their life instead, or the eliminated queens are coming back next week.
Already?
We're about mid-season.
Are we?
This is episode 4.
Are we at 10?
I think so. We're pretty much about next season because usually episode 5 or 6 is when they come back.
Okay.
And they didn't say they were coming back this season, but they come back every season.
Yeah.
So what I think is going to happen, because they did this in All Stars
They're gonna let one of them come back?
2, I think they're going to have the eliminated queens come back, and then they're going to have the eliminated queens, the top 2, lip sync for their life.
And one join back?
One join back and get to send one of the other queens home.
I hope so. That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
I mean, that's some good TV.
I think they're gonna do that. I really do.
I'd be down for that.
Because they did that. I think it was All Stars 2. Whatever season Alyssa Edwards was in, I'm pretty sure it was All Stars 2. They did that, and there was drama.
I'm excited. Who do you think's going home next week? If someone's going home.
You know, originally I would have said Monique, but
this week Monique was strong. I don't know. I still think
I think Manila has to be careful.
I do too. I think Manila has a lot of peaks and valleys, and
Yeah.
it takes one low valley to go home.
I think Manila has to be careful.
I don't think Monique is that safe. I think Monique had a strong week.
She had a strong week.
But I don't think Monique is the strongest
So
contender.
the 2 for next week that I say have to be careful are Manila and Monique. And it is time for Naomi to be in the top.
I think right now the strongest contenders are Monet, Naomi, and Trinity.
I think my strongest are Naomi and Trinity.
Right.
I think
Naomi and Trinity, and then Monet will just step below.
I think it's time for Naomi to be in the top. Like, she deserves it.
She's been running B's across the board. She's been right there.
I think last week was an A.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, how the judges won't put her up there.
I don't understand what the judges don't see, but I really think she deserves it.
But yeah, I agree. I think Trinity, Naomi are probably the tops. Manila, sometimes she's the best.
And sometimes she's not.
bad.
Yeah.
And I just don't feel like she's in it all the time. Sometimes she does these lip syncs and like no effort. It seems like, and it's just like I don't think she's consistent.
And Valentina's another one that could go either way.
And Monique is the opposite. Valentina can go either way.
Yeah.
Monique has had only bad weeks in my opinion, and had an out of character good week. So I don't expect it to last.
Yeah, I don't think it'll last. But we'll see for next week. So thank you guys for tuning in again. And remember, I'm Nick.
I'm Joe, and I'm straight.
And I'm not. Bye guys. You ready?
Oh, I hit my tooth.
Good job. That's what you get. I'm leaving that in.
Okay, I'm ready now.